episode of the Women of Ouija. We're popping in just to talk quickly about a topic that I've been seeing a lot of on the Facebook groups, and it's a lot of fear swirling around the Ouija board still. People will come in and ask, what do I do if a demon pops in, or what do I do if somebody, what can we do? And Karen and I just wanted to quickly touch on this topic one more time. I know we've spoken about it before, but there's some new people in the groups, and you don't need to be afraid of it. And Karen, you're going to explain why and how we can empower ourselves. So it's all empowering ourselves, because we know that, of course, the religions, the church, the different groups, anybody who doesn't want you to have your own power will want to have you rely on them, rely on their dogma, or rely on their groups for the answers. So they're going to, of course, say, don't do it, it's dangerous. So tell us your take on this and how people can feel more empowered and more secure in using it and trying it.
Yeah, fear is an illusion. It truly is. It's something that says, this I don't like, this I don't understand, and therefore I'm going to be afraid of it. And we think we're being empowered when we have a fear. The truth is you're the least empowered you can be. And so I agree with what Marla said. There's so many institutions out there, and we're talking about the Ouija board. Probably the number one institution that is anti-Ouija would be the religious institutions. But also any kind of I would say educational too. I would say governmental. I would say any groups that want to tell you that you're not empowered or a powerful being that wants to keep you down, hold you down, put the thumb on you. It's not accurate. But they do that, as Marla mentioned. They do it so you can't be as powerful as you can. You are, and you can be. And what I've learned about the Ouija board and exploring different types of consciousness is that we, the users of the board, meaning me, Marla, you, we're all such incredible, beautiful, divine, empowered beings right out of the womb. We were that before we came, and we were that right now, and we were that when we came out of the womb. The problem is everybody around us doesn't quite understand that, because they've also been told the rhetoric that you must have this person to help you, you must have this person that tells you what to do, you must have this person that oversees you, it's not this person that tells you you can't talk to God unless you go through this mediator. It's all those things that kind of come into play here. And that's their fears. You got to remember this now. That is their fears, projecting them upon you. They're not your fears. So when you hear these fears that are espoused around you, you don't need to take those in. What you really need to do is get educated in yourself. Get educated on who you are, where you came from, and I'm not talking about just out of your mother's womb. I'm talking about what is your divinity? What's your spirituality? What connects you back to the cosmos? Start really learning about who you are as a human being, but also as a spiritual being. Start to understand that. Do experiments with this. Learn classes, take classes and learn things such as self-hypnosis or meditation, or learn about past lives. When you start studying these things, you start to realize their physical body is not the end of you. And then you start to not fear this powerful part of you that doesn't just end at your body. It actually extends out here. Energy classes are great for this, such as Reiki or light classes, because it teaches you your extension, your aura, everything extends way out further than we can even imagine, and science won't even share. They will say you have electromagnetic frequency around you, and Carillion photography shows us that, but a lot of times they just don't, they're not going to share that with you. A lot of times it's because it can't be proven by science. Or because, then again, you may have too much knowledge. You may become too powerful. Right. I say become as empowered as you can. Educate yourself. Learn as much as you can. And use this tool, the Ouija board, in an enlightened way. Knowing that if you go about it, knowing that you are this divine being, and use it on that level, you're going to have incredible experiences that Marla and I have been sharing with you on all these videos we've been doing over the years. But also that nothing can really hurt you in terms of that spirituality. Nothing can take that away from you. Nothing can take that relationship that you have with the divine source. That can't be taken away. So if you know that connection, you know that solidly within yourself, there will be no fears with this tool. There don't have to be. And if you have strange things happening, it's because those fears are projections of your own mind, your own body, your own thoughts. It's your own fears that have been spoon-fed to you by others. So, shut that down. Start taking out all the stuff that's been spoon-fed from you. Start sifting through it and looking at yourself, really honestly, and learn. It's like I said enough. I can't say it enough. Learn all you can about yourself, your spiritual self, and then you don't have to worry about all these fears that everybody else is espousing. And then things just begin to kind of fall into place for you. And there's a calmness you begin to have as well, that you know that you are centered in your core. I call it being centered in your core, and that you are undisturbed in that space. And you don't need all these people telling you what you're going to have happen to you or what you're going to feel, because you're going to know that not to be the case.
Right.
First-handedly.
And I would say don't watch these scary movies and these horrible films and all that, planting it in your subconscious, that these things can happen. But and whenever I go on the board, I never even imagine anything but beautiful beings are coming through. But I do call in the Archangel Michael as protection. I call in Jesus. I sage my room occasionally, because there are lower energies. Yes, there are, but they shouldn't be bothering you if you are, like Karen said, strong in your own convictions and your own practice, and just keeping in your mind into the light.
Yeah. That's it. Keep your mind in the light, and learn to bring that light within your body, because it really is within you. Just find it within. That light out there is really in here. So really get strong in that, and then you'll go miles and miles with this tool in an incredible way. So we just want that for you. So we wish that for you. And,
just
and
like
please
the
share
Wizard
with
of
us.
Oz, you've always had it, my dear.
That's right. That's very true. Well, let us know some of the ways you are empowered with this tool, and what you do, so you don't have to listen to everybody else's fears, because that's what it is. It's everybody else's fears.
Listen to yourself.
That's right. Listen to your heart.
Bye, everybody. Much love.
Love you guys.